Hi, it's Amanda from LHL, and I'm showing you my upstairs kitchen pantry. So I don't have a dedicated pantry, I just use two cabinets. This is my blind corner cabinet, so it stretches behind the other one. And then this one is what you see. These two cabinets are for food. Do we start with this one? Let's start with this one. Alright, so my blind corner cabinet, I'm hoping you can see into the back a little bit here. But I have containers like this. I think these are not the pop containers, but they're very similar. And then I cut out the label because ingredients are important to me and expiration dates matter. I have health issues, so we just have to watch those things. So anyway, I use this for items that you could just pour one into another, and pretty safe because they're long lasting. So for a long time I couldn't remember how to cook rice, and so I would put that in there too. Like how long, right? How long do you cook rice? So this one is white rice. I have two others behind it. This is quinoa, and you can see the label has already folded down on it. The quinoa is so little. I'm just getting lost in there. Now it's on the surface. Magic. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. So anyway, I have these containers, and I actually got them for free, so I would not have tried them if I hadn't had them for free. I have pasta usually goes up here, but I had one down there. So then I have these lovely containers that I use to pull out of my blind corner cabinet. So this one is all of the sugars and syrups, that kind of thing. So it's very heavy. It also has salt, obviously. And then these couple of noodles I didn't know what to do with. They got shoved in there. They're just rice noodles, so they should go on the second shelf, but I'm kind of running out of space there. And in the very, very back is my Ninja. What is it called? A Ninja Chef Prep, I think, maybe? So it has, let's see if we can do this. The bigger pitcher. We have the bigger pitcher one with a lid there, a seal lid like this one for the bigger one down there. The little prep, which this is the one I use the most. The actual Ninja piece there, and then its little lid. And that fits in this container, and I actually can make it fit better. It's just a little bit of a jumbled mess right now. But that's what lives in the very back on the bottom. And that fits super snug. Those are, I can't remember if they're, I think they're in design because they're the little less flimsy, but they still have sharp edges, so something to watch out. But it's a little thicker material, and I think I got them from the Container Store, so it's whichever one of those the Container Store carries. And then these were, I think I have a picture I can find the container that they were, and they came with tons and tons and tons of different sizes. So I have here the lasagna noodles, fit perfectly into this one. And this is a gluten-free lasagna noodle, so I didn't mix them. They're also much shorter, they don't need that big of a container. I have spaghetti container. This one measures them out. This is a Tupperware product. Love this thing. It's also a great wedding present. Just kind of cheap wedding present. They're probably 20 bucks now, but they used to be around 15. And it's really good because it measures out 1-person servings and 2-person servings through the lid. And I have some more, different kind of noodle that I didn't want to mix in. And it's an unopened package, so. But the noodles are going up here. I have one empty container. I haven't figured out what I want to put in there. Might be nuts, because I have some almonds. You'll see those. And here's more nuts. Look, frankly, I had even forgotten I had some of these. So I have pine nuts so I can make my own pesto, but I did find a brand that's already made that doesn't have ingredients that bother me. Usually they mix in cashews, and I can't have cashews. So we've got some sliced almonds here that I forgot I had. And some, I think these are flax seeds. So I was making, and this is Ghirardelli chocolate. I think it's dark chocolate. I'm not positive. But I was making granola for a little while, and I've stopped. And this one, I just dumped the whole container in. Cornstarch. This one will go bad on me, and I will forget all about it, so I didn't want to take it out of the... Yeah, there we go. Best Buy. September of 21. So, we've passed that up. Not quite 2 years, but pretty close. And then I did the same thing here for potato starch, because this was completely experimental for me. And I later found out that I shouldn't be eating anything in the nightshade vegetable family, at least not very often, and so it's not a good substitute for me. But here we are, this one expired too in 22, so I want to do a pantry clean out thing later, so I don't know that I'm going to take that out quite yet. So here we go, this one's 2018, so even better. Baking powder. I haven't used baking powder in obviously a long time. On top of that, these other baking ingredients are even older. So here I have, this is just unbleached sugar. Yeah, it's the unbleached sugar. It looks similar to brown sugar, but it's just not quite as broken down. And this, oh, popcorn. How exciting. I have popcorn and another thing, so I could have actually been using this the whole time. No idea how old that popcorn is. None whatsoever. We should just do the clean out now, huh? And then I've got an empty one, which this used to contain the lasagna noodles. And I had to put them sideways, I think, if I remember right. So I didn't hold them quite as well. This whole set is one of the classic big sets from Tupperware for just brown sugar. You can always tell. It sticks. Yeah, so anyway, this is yeah, I don't know. You think we can still use that? Sugars don't really go bad, do they? Yeah, that'll still work. It's maybe a little dulled, but that's not bad. Okay, and then this is newer. The powdered sugar. This I bought for a Monte Cristo sandwich that I wound up using the ingredients. Like I missed one, and so then I used everything else up, or some of the things up, before I really had everything, and then when I had the other ingredient, I didn't have the other ones, so I never made it. That happens to me a lot. Alright, up here, I have a basket. You can see it's kind of chewing the edges of my, I think on this side, there's a tiny little piece of paint missing. So this one used to be the bread basket, breads and wraps. We're now putting that in the fridge because I just don't go through them fast enough. So for the moment, it is ramen noodles, beans. I got some pinto beans. I don't know what I had in mind. Oh, guacamole. I was going to make a 7-layer dip kind of thing. And so the chips are probably that old too, actually. Tortilla chips. The ramen noodles are new. I had to just recently buy a whole new thing of those. And you see on that one, I didn't ever take the labels off. I was actually using it in the basement initially. So this one, guaranteed fresh. I doubt it. I doubt it. Nope. Oh. Garbage. Oh man, I gotta get all the way up there. Okay, so those are the things I can't reach. They're heavy too. Oh, I can reach them. Yes! And I got salt back there. I don't know if you saw that. I can't get to it. And I won't be able to pull this out with them being stacked this tall. Oh! Alrighty. It's not labeled. No idea. Oh, shoot. I bet it's going to be a specialty flour. Oh, and we finally labeled something with a date. Don't know what it is, but its best by date was 10/22. That's probably whole wheat flour. Oh, and here's our regular sugar. So that'll probably be alright. What is the mystery stuff? Yeah, it's flour of some sort, I think. Oh, it might. Oh, it's powdered sugar. We have more powdered sugar. This will be older. Oh, I'm wearing it now. Wow. Okay. How did I not know I had powdered sugar? Because I didn't label it. I didn't label it. So I bought more powdered sugar because that makes tons of sense. I use it so frequently. It's in my least accessible place. So I need to refill. Salt. Kinda do. Okay. Alrighty. That's why we have step stools on the refrigerator. Alright. This is going way off course. What do we want to do? Clean out the pantry. Is that really what we wanted to do? No. So yeah, I'm just going to top off the salt while I've got it down here. Salt shaker. And then that sucker's going right back up there because there's no reason that it's not good. So the flours are going to be a no-go. Powdered sugar, we need to label that. Okay, so I've been labeling things for a while because of health issues with food, mostly leftovers. So now I use masking tape to label everything. And you can just rip it off the container, throw it away, start over. So, powdered sugar. And we have no idea when that would have expired, so I can't do anything about that, but probably as a best by date. Tasted fine. I don't need this much powdered sugar though, so I might donate the other, because this one's not. Okay. So powdered sugar, we're keeping, this is regular sugar. Label that. What do they call that? Refined sugar? White sugar? We have no idea how old that is either. I have so many sources of sugar, obviously. I have a whole container there of syrups. Like honey syrups. Agave. Let's not be crazy now. Okay, so those two are labeled. I didn't put the label on the same thing. So you got the little cutesy tab to open it. Oh. What? Okay. I didn't really realize the sides of the container are different, so my labels, my lid's just on the wrong way. That's gonna be a mess. I don't want to do that. I like these square ones for flowers because the bigger one, well, and sugars are fine. It ends up holding the package correctly. But this one for flour, for instance, it's big enough to hold the whole bag. I'll have to get like a giant size bag, but, and then you have a nice wide mouth in order to measure stuff out with. So the flour's gone. And I have specialty flours that are in the freezer. and they need looked at too, so yeah. Alright, that's gotta get washed. So this one will go back. Oh, come on, buddy. Alright, and what else did we have in there? We had these. No, they were in the sides. Oh, the bread basket, right. The no longer bread basket. And I think we're just going to go ahead and put these across the front so I can easily pull them down. So the back of my basket is empty. And I've not pulled any labels off of that, but there's no way it's going back. It's too old now. But it had a little label thing they fastened to the bottom, and I wasn't ready to label it either. Still not ready to label it because I've changed what it holds, so. Oh, we could put the, ow, crap! We'll put the salt in there, then we can pull it out. Perfect. All right. Done. I'll use this much by 24. But once I open them, my plan was to make these snacks. I think we're going to go ahead and go with it. They're more visible, more likely to eat them. So we're going to go with it. Now these slivered almonds are probably already gone. I bet they've been open. Alright, so there we go. My completely I'm gorgeous label. Alright, pine nuts. Sliced almonds. Flax seeds. And then, oh, we got some fake sugars in here. I didn't even catch that. Fake sugar and the chocolate. Okay, that should work alright. So, some fake sugars, a little tiny bit of chocolate. We need to bring these things forward because I'm not seeing them. The noodles I will go hunt for. Put them in the back. They're going to be just fine. And the almonds more forward with a date on them. Excellent, right? So I keep a list of the kind of things that I store in here on sticky notes on the side, so I can kind of do a quick glance. Like these are the things that I regularly want to stock. And they've stayed up there for, this has been over a year, I think. So I got rid of the potato starch though, so we need to cross that off. Pine pine nuts, flax seeds, chocolate chips, not really, but alternate sweetener. We have more flour. But we do have powdered sugar, alternate flours in the freezer. Yeah, so that is how I kind of organize that pantry. Cabinet pantry. All right, the second one. This is all seasonings. I also keep my utensils up here, just the cooking utensils. I have a little thing of brown sugar down here too, to make life a little bit easier. Let's go ahead and move the camera so you can see my other one. Oh, these beans. What was I gonna do with the beans? Should we figure that out? Oh, the dip. Guacamole. I was gonna try to make guacamole. I kind of think that that is a thing of the past. May contain soybean and wheat. That's surely a contamination thing. I do not see a date on them. Surely, there we go, okay. Best by 24, so let's go ahead and donate those too. Then I'll have some stuff that's actually nutritious to give people, not just a bag of sugar. All right, we're moving the camera. We're moving the camera. We're moving the camera. Stop shaking. All right. This is going to be very much in the way. Let's pause. Again. There we go. All right. Okay, I've been playing around with new containers. This spot right here, I had this thing in, and the almonds, if you remember, they came from this shelf too. So this was my big snack bin, but when it was in there, I couldn't reach very far down, so I wanted to use the new trending drop front bins. I actually wanted to use those up there, but they won't stack in that shelf. They're 2 inches too high. But I happened to find these wire ones that were short enough that I knew they would fit in here. So I did go ahead and buy those to see if I could find a good use for them. See if they solve any problems for me. But they do. I mean, they look super cute up there. But let's be real. I can't reach much in there. Like, I can reach the edge of the bin to pull the bin out, and that's usually what I do. But because these are wider, I have to push one back to pull one out. And that's not super practical. They're wasting a lot of depth, and the thing that I needed to put back in there that didn't make it. Hold on, gotta go get it. I had tea in this, and it's too long. I need a shorter container for it. I'll show you kind of how I did that. And then that's all towels, and there's too many towels. Some of those are seasonal, they need to come out. But there, I put little cards in, index cards in, to divide the teas out, and then I wrote on a slip of the box label that tells you what kind of tea it is, the expiration date. So that one expired on me. Go figure. And these are best by dates too, right? So kind of, you're taking a risk here. Some of them I didn't know. I think this oolong tea I didn't have a date for. So when it's empty like that, then the card doesn't stay in order. So anyway, I would have to find a new home. I kind of want a new container for this anyway. I'm not a tea snob per se, and I don't consume these fast enough, obviously. But I've got to store them somewhere because I will completely forget they exist. I won't have access to them. I also have some teas down here that are in cans that are really inconvenient to store. But I'm completely loving this. I think it's this one, the turmeric matcha tea. It's just wonderful. I love it. And then there's some with cinnamon. Oh, turmeric cinnamon and turmeric ginger, but this one's my favorite. That's almost gone. But those containers aren't even with the teas. I'd love them to be with the teas, but this is what we've got so far. So I have only a few things back there. I have a cream of chicken can, and there's some overflow in the pantry below downstairs, so the canning cellar. That's where I keep overflow, and I really only keep one can up here because it's rare that I use it. So that thing that's hooking down, that's actually my E. And it's not my normal handwriting. So it's just the fact that I'm writing on a circle. Some of these containers might go down into storage, into maybe storage. Okay, fantastic, we are back. So, should we refrigerate this? It's still unopened. I'll keep it for a little bit longer, but really pretty much need to make a meal with it soon. Okay, so now what we have are snack packs. This is snacks of olives. There's apple sauces. And I don't have children that need to access this, otherwise I would have to put it in my deep drawer. I just don't have any low storage at all. But they could obviously be moved to a refrigerator and just be cold, but that wouldn't hurt anybody. So that's an option if you need the same kind of thing. For me, I can reach this, and now I can reach into both levels pretty easily. There's rice packs over there, minute rices in the back, and then I've got some olive cans here. And I guess we can just put the cheese there. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. And I completely intended to return these bins. Maybe not all of them, because this I kind of did want to fix. But I had intended to return all of them, and I'm actually loving almost all of them. They're not necessarily perfect for where I would have liked them to work, and you'll see the water hyacinth bins are cool too. But they won't work up here in the kitchen. They're just too big. They're designed for an actual pantry. So, anyway, this almost fit perfectly. You know, it's wasting very little space, maybe a ½ inch tops. So, perfect. And then we've got, let me show you these guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they have clips on them around the back, and I think there's other styles that don't do it quite the same way. So these little guys are kind of gnarly if I'm sitting them just side by side and I'm not stacking them, but I love the drop front face of this. So what I've got in here right now, this didn't really fit great because I have other bags. You can't see them. Alright, so now we got what's fit. And I am a very tall person. I want to say very tall. I am taller than the average American male or female. So I am almost 5'9". So reaching back here, I'm not even on my tippy toes yet, and I can manipulate these pretty easily. Otherwise, I do have a step stool to make this easier, especially when we're talking about flowers, because that's heavy. It's really heavier than you'd want to put that high up. Alright, so see that? Gorgeous, right? I don't know if I can reach to the back. I think probably not, especially over here, right? So I have to pull that bin down, which we know it can come down. But this would let me grab most of the towels out easy. I have too many towels. Who would have thought I have too many towels? I'll try out the towel that I'm questioning, and these other ones are going to get cleaned and then put with the seasonal. Well, that one will go up there, actually. So, anyway, this one will go back to my mom, I think. She's surely worn out some flour sack towels by now. Okay, so that brings us down to the only thing we haven't gotten to fit anywhere, the tea. The tea. And I really can't go back there because it used to be stacked under. Just frustrating. Do we have space? Put them on their sides, but then this actually is so long it keeps the cabinet door from actually closing. This one sticks, so it could use it. But now I don't have the side-to-side movement that I would prefer to have. Yeah, this will be crazy if I end up keeping everything, honestly. I did not expect that. I didn't plan to keep everything. The raisin's still getting to me. Woo. Okay. There's really no space for tea there. Someday, my dream self would love to get all my teas together, but for the moment, I guess this is how we're gonna do it. Tea kind of shoved in, you can barely see it, with this little orange right here, lengthwise in there. And I need to work to actually use the stuff in the pantry better. I'm horrible about that. Pantry clean out, 1 hour. This is horrible. It's taking forever. Yeah, so let me switch you over so you can see. Well, okay, so much for that. Here we go. All right, final look-sees at the pantry makeover. Not that it's completely made over, it's more of a declutter, but yeah. So this is the upstairs pantry. I didn't end up using, but I tried. Well, I didn't really try. In this space, I tried spices in here, which is cool. It almost went under the little built-in shelf in the back. That would have been pretty cool, but it didn't work. So I haven't used this yet. It might be good actually in the fridge. This particular one I found out at home. It's not a brand I'm familiar with. I think I still have the label somewhere down there. But I found it at home, and you can, oh, there was another one. You can pull these out, so it's just a wide open space. The roller mechanism is not great. Not super smooth, but it also won't take off and send things flying, so that's nice. I thought maybe there was another corner thing, but they're sticking weird, so I don't know what's up with that. So anyway, we're going to try that in the pantry downstairs. I don't think I have anything that actually needs that. Anyway, this is my canning cellar basement area below the kitchen. And the stairs are right in front of me where you can't see. You're sitting in front of them. You're on the dryer, so washer and dryer right here. Another canning shelf over here that I use for laundry stuff only. So my food and paper products are getting stored in this back wall. This is medical, which I no longer need, and I don't know how to dispose of, but we'll get to that. I brought down the trends for pantries, which are not going to look as beautiful in my space because I am not painting when I don't have the water problem solved yet. So it also would be a bad idea to put a water hyacinth bin in here because it wouldn't handle the water well. But these are great for heavy weights because they're wire framed and they're well supported. So unlike the mini crates, which you'll see, quite a few of those are made out of balsa wood. Frankly, I think they could just drop apart from the nails and you'd be in a disaster. So this can handle heavy weight. We can fill it with drinks if we want to. Now I don't know exactly where I want to put that, but the idea is that okay, so drinks on the bottom. So we have two of these. I found them at home, the store at home, and they're also on Amazon. So this is pretty similar pricing to Amazon, I think. Maybe $2 less on Amazon. So this is not the color I would choose. There's one that just would go better with bamboo and other products, and it would just mix and match better. But you can see how if I had 3 of these, I spaced them out a little bit, that would make a nice clean aesthetic across there. And I could fill them quite easily with heavy or light things but ideally we want kind of tall things to be in there. I don't love the idea of taking everything out of the plastic when I have water problems, but I'm going to put 3 paper towels in there. Excellent. There we go. Paper towels. They stick up a little bit. Won't go in the shelf now. This is why sometimes you don't even want to bother with organizers. But easy peasy. We can put paper products in there. We can also do, say we want to do all of these bath supplies, right? I think this works pretty well to see. Alright, so we've got some overstock shampoo. I don't know why I have so much shampoo. 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. I bet you I got a deal. That's always how it works. You got a deal. I've got some cleaning supplies here. And now that, pretty easy to manage. Can slide in there too. That one fits in a little better. Toilet paper, you can do the same thing. You can open that up and put some toilet paper in there. But there's 6 rolls for you. And if you stored it like this and happen to be able to use this in your bathroom, you can just pull the whole bin out and swap bins. So those are some of the trends. Get my toilet paper out of the way there. Now you can see, sort of better. Sort of better. That one was actually okay. There we go. How's that? Beautiful, right? I'm going to need all those bags again because I think I have to undo this. So this double stacked one isn't going to fit very well because again they're 12 inches, not 14 inches. But I do have this space up here that could handle 14 inches. I don't even remember what I have in here. Oh boy, that's not good. This was misdelivered groceries that I have stashed away and completely forgotten about. Oh goodness. This is not expired yet. Okay, good. We can donate that. Keto and paleo friendly fudge brownies. Here. Nope. You might want to here we have pads and tampons. We can put those in here. This one's going to be harder. Probably would want to open them up and put them on display, but those are overstock items as well. I have toiletries and toothpaste and things like that in this one. I'm gaining way too many. We need to donate some of these too. So toothbrushes, toothpaste, got some razors, safety razors. Yeah, it's just way too many. That one's open. It was given to me open. I'm not sure why I have that. So I think it's time to donate some toothbrushes. We'll use that one for travel next time. And then, let's see, we have this awful mint toothpaste. We can donate that. More awful mint toothpaste. There we go. We got some facial cleaning bars, body bars, that kind of thing. And I keep that there. Yeah. Super fun. So if I had something like the drinks, I want to just grab one, which I don't have a lot right now. We could go ahead and pull that out. I think the center is not going to be useful in that case. But you could put these lovely fudgy brownies in here too, which I've never had those, so I don't know if they're worth anything. I got some Propel. I think this is a flavor I don't like. Yeah, it's the kiwi strawberry. So now we can turn it around and grab what you want. The Taquitos are available. Like that. Yeah. So that's a great way to use if, and I don't have one, but if you had a corner where another bank of shelves were coming out, you can use that in the corner and very easily access things. So we could do drinks a little more towards the center. And put like single serve soups in front. Could propel that way. Got some chicken stock cubes. Maybe I want those. Maybe we just want to divide in half. Go drinks on one side. There's my line. This one will let us divide in half, so we can have our drinks, and then we can have other items like this on this side. Ooh, shelves are on level, aren't they? Just kept going. So that's an option for things you want to display. And then, of course, if you're wanting to make a pretty design. Oh, we got some more cream of chicken. Oh, celery. My bad. Cream of celery. I keep things that are in cardboard only, like the teas. They're in a plastic tub that can seal all around because of the moisture. We hope we get that solved, but you don't know. And there's some rice packets here. So these are, I believe they're all food safe. And this one even has measuring on them. On the side, it's kind of hard to see, but there we go. And so you could put flour in here, that kind of thing. It has a seal, so it's designed for food. This came from the Container Store, and I don't see if I have the brand name. It's a Chinese company of some sort, so I don't know. But I was just using it to contain foods that I didn't want to get wet. So this is one option. This is a completely different brand. And this one I could stock a couple levels. So this is, there's the brand on the backside, Visto Fresh. See that? Oh, nope. There's an example of what we could do with that type of thing, that type of organizing system. Okay. Well, this worked really well in the upstairs cabinet, which was a 12-inch clearance, so I seem to be 11 here. So keep that in mind when you are purchasing things. You might as well measure first, but not every shelf is going to be the same. So that's a little tough. One of the things that you could do, and I might consider if I end up keeping this a pantry, is bringing out a, hold on a second, make a bunch of noise. There we go. Ha. Okay, bringing out a counter a little bit. So for me, this is the counter height I would probably pull out, but it's not, you know, a normal counter would be down here, mid-shelf. So you could adjust the shelves, give yourself a little more space, maybe bring everything down, put a little counter out, and get bigger baskets or containers for bulk water, bulk flour, whatever you want to do. And here's how you can utilize some of these new organizing techniques. These ones for shorter things, but some of the same type of stuff we put in here work great. It's Amanda from LHL, and I'm showing you some pantry organizing. Starting with the pantry open, of course I did, because why not? Yeah, don't put stuff away. Yeah, let's not not do that. Oh, we're still recording. Okay.